Thank you, Eric, for the introduction. First of all, I want to apologize. I must be having some technical difficulties on my side. So with that, let's get started and let's talk a bit about who OCC is. Oops, sorry about that. OCC was founded in 1983. We're a small business proudly headquartered in the United States. We have 3 locations: Asheville, North Carolina, which manufactures all our category products and patch panels; Plano, Texas, which manufactures all of our harsh environment connectivity, as well as all of our cable assemblies. Roanoke, Virginia is our corporate facility, and that's where we manufacture all fiber optic cable. We serve 99 plus countries around the world in all markets of the commercial space, such as data centers, commercial buildings, the broadcast, military, the gas and oil. Now let's go over the agenda briefly. So, we will discuss our stadium enclosure family, SMPTE and fiber optic cable offering, high density applications, and then we'll get into our ancillary products, which we also use in the broadcast space. We'll briefly review some resources that we'll give you at the end and then take a few minutes for Q&A. We reviewed several products in the market, went out and talked to consultants and integrators to see what they liked and disliked about the products that they were using in the market. Now, 4 years ago, we introduced the line, and once we understood what they liked and disliked, we introduced the family. So let's briefly discuss what the enclosure family looks like. The RC2U has 3 different sizes: the standard, the mid, and the JBT chassis. Then we'll discuss the compact broadcast service panel and our half-depth RTC enclosure. The RC2U, as I said, has three sizes: the XL, the XM, and the X0. These were designed specifically to accommodate all the Hoffman and Bullock enclosures used in the market today. The X is just a placeholder for either the 6 or 8 port front panel. The standard chassis is typically used in racks where there's no depth restrictions. The mid chassis can be used in racks as well as the BSP that is larger than 9.87 inches. Now that's measuring that from the mounting rail to the back of the BSP. The JBT chassis is just that. It's the JBT for the JBT, and it can be used in anything that is less than 9.87 inches in depth, but at least 6 inches to allow for a 2-inch service loop behind the JBT. Let's take a look at some of the features and details. The SMPTE enclosures are fully modular. For example, you can configure each port location within the panel with different connectors are all the same. For example, you can put 2 SMPTE connectors in, a blank, 2 Tri-X connectors, a blank, and then 2 more SMPTE. They are electrically isolated, so you don't have to worry about grounding issues or any other interferences. All the lids have knockouts to allow you to put in Tri-X, just as if it were a standard 2RU panel. No external splice trays are required with our enclosures. Everything is integrated. The splice version has a fiber manager, a splice holder and cover, which can additionally protect the fiber splices. We use the 6-pin amp connector for power. There are 3 ways to terminate these enclosures: discrete connectors, fusion splice, or you have the option to use both methods at the same time. There is a removable front panel for ease of maintenance that can be installed facing inward or outward, and custom engraving is available if required. We've created another modular enclosure called the CBSP. As with all OCC enclosures, all connectivity and adapter plates are fully modular and interchangeable. For example, the 4 bottom ports are configurable of a mixture of SMPTE, Tri-X, and optical con connectors by Neutrik. 4 the four top adapter plates in the top of the enclosure can be done in a mixture of ST, B and C, D series connectors as well. The CBSP is a three-piece design which consists of a mounting plate, a mid-piece that houses all the connectivity, and a lockable front door. The compact broadcast service panel is a lower cost option compared to the industry standard BSPs. We have installed these in university swimming pools already, stadiums, and AV applications only. All internal optical connections are available for either fusion splice or discrete terminations. This gives the installer the flexibility if they would prefer to make either termination method. Cable exit ports are provided on the side as well as the bottom of the enclosure. This allows you to secure while connectors are mated or unmated to keep it from being tampered with. The back piece has an 1.5 and a 2-inch conduit port on both top and bottom. So it doesn't matter which way the conduit's coming in, the CBSP can accommodate it. Just as with the JBT enclosure, the RTC1UBH, which is part of the family of the RTC1UB, was specifically designed for the JBT that is only 6 inches in depth, where the standard enclosure would not work. The RTC1UBH is only 4 inches in depth and allows for a 2-inch service loop behind the RTC enclosure. The enclosure here is shown with 12 STs. However, the enclosure will accommodate any of the OCC 600 series adapter plates, such as LC, SC, FC, for both the 1U and 2U versions. It will also accommodate up to 6 feet of fiber for their splicing applications. Accommodates any of the OCC snap-in module plates, and it can be ordered pre-terminated for a plug-and-play option. OCC has SMPTE cable. It is available in a variety of offerings, both stadium and single-channel cable. That's in the plenum, the riser, and outdoor braided cables. We also have deployable cable in 3 different flavors as well. That is the Essentials, the Tactical, and the Flex. The Flex is a 7.8 millimeter cable. It's 30% lighter than the standard 9.2, and the power can go the same distance as the 9.2 cable. The stadium cable is manufactured in a way to easily identify the 3 bundles of copper as well as the fiber. The fiber uses the first 6 TIA color codes, and the copper uses the first 3 TIA color codes. OCC's deployable SMPTE cable is manufactured to control the migration within the cable, which we refer to as migration control technology. This technology locks the subunits into place so they do not move. This technology has assisted in lowering costs to the end user, and as of today, we've only had 1 recorded break, and that was due to a lawnmower. OCC was the first to develop indoor-outdoor type buffered cable. This is the backbone of all of our cables. There have been few that have tried to copy, but none have been able to compete with our quality and durability. These 3 cable types are most commonly used for deployable applications: our distribution, our breakout, and our HC series, which ranges from 2 to 72 strands, that comes in all flavors of single mode, OM1, OM2, 3 and 4, and multiple polyurethane type jacket. Additional cables that's used in the market as well is our indoor-outdoor cable, indoor-only cables, high-density indoor-only, and aluminum interlocking armored ILA cable. Now, I want to quickly highlight this connector. We're really excited about this connector, and we've had some great success with it. We are seeing a growing need for higher density connectors for media and data transfer rates with a smaller footprint. This requirement seems to be a growing market. This connector goes up to 48 fibers in a smaller footprint than the typical 4-channel connector. It uses the standard MPO technology that you see in data centers and a tactical footprint and also hermaphroditic. We've recently used this connector in patch scenarios to reduce the number of patch points as well as in field deployable applications. There's a system we've designed that allows for redundancy and to bypass any one fiber in the system. I want to quickly highlight what the bypass system is. What is it and what does it do? The importance of the bypass system is if the MHC T3 needs to bypass one or any other channel within the connector or cable, it can be easily done. The bypass system allows you to move one or more fibers out of the cable and down another path just in a couple of steps. It is a system that uses MPO technology, as we stated before, often seen in data centers. We've recently used this in systems in university buildings to reduce the number of patch points, field deployable applications, as well as truck-to-truck applications. The system is designed to allow for redundancy within the bypass and reallocate fibers for any purpose whatsoever. We've seen a labor reduction of costs for setup time as well as teardown time, and it's fully backward compatible with the existing infrastructure when used with the OCC throwdown box. Our modular advanced throwdown box is a new and innovative solution we've developed and is deployable requirement. It's a great fit with the MHC T3 as we just discussed. It's not only limited to the T3, it can be configured with any of our harsh environment connectors. It can also be configured in a way to daisy chain the boxes as well. For example, you can have one cable coming in to the throwdown box and one cable going out of the throwdown box. It also accommodates all the 600 series adapter plates as well, just as the CBSP. The Mars reel system was the industry's first lightweight reel system we developed originally for the market, and it's grown into multiple solutions for all markets. The picture shown here is a 100-meter reel, but it is modular and can go up to 1,250. The flange sizes stay the same, but what does change is the hub between the flanges, and that is based on what size and how many meters that you need. So as I stated, it can start at 100 meters and go all the way up to 1,200 meters. The tripod is one of the accessories for the Mars reel. It can accommodate a 100, a 300, or a 500 meter reel. It disassembles into 3 components for a compact storage, and the pin latches are tethered to the base, so you don't have to worry about losing them. In addition, we have many ancillary products that may be needed within your connecting of your system. We offer the standard off-the-shelf fiber cable assembly jumpers, such as MPO trunk lines, ST, LC, FC assemblies. We can get you more information on this later. Our recently released fiber splice cassette. Our forged fan-out kit is a great option for those robust pack assemblies at the transition point. OCC's RTC enclosures that we discussed earlier can be ordered fully populated for a plug-and-play system. The rack mount enclosures are a great option for the head-end, at the head-end distribution points. And the SMPTE breakout kit is a great option so you don't have to tin and solder the drain wire. Now let's take a look at the resources, and back to you, Eric.
Great, thanks, Charlie. So as you can see on this slide, we have a lot of resources that will help complement what Charlie just stated. Some of the broadcast solutions brochure, the SMPTE product guide, as well as some others. These help build out your broadcast application. These materials are located on occfiber.com, and we can also address any other fiber or copper cabling and connectivity needs that you may have on there as well. So please also follow us on social media. We are there to promote OCC news, new products, promotions, and webinar information. Next slide. On this slide, we have our business development contacts folks at the top. These folks specialize in the market and can assist you with questions and challenges you may face. Below that, we have our regional sales managers who can also assist you with issues. Those are geographically based and can help customers throughout the United States. Let me see if we have any questions. Charlie, first question I have is what material options are available for the RC2U enclosures?
That's a great question, and thanks, Eric. The standard product is a steel, powder-coated steel. It can also be ordered in aluminum as well as stainless steel.
Nice, okay. Next question is the compact broadcast service panel waterproof?
It is not waterproof. It is splash proof. When we designed it, a lot of the integrators said, hey, can you make this thing beer proof? It's really designed as somebody sets a cup or a beer on top of it and it spills over, that it's got a door gasket as well as a mid gasket to keep it from getting inside.
Nice, perfect. Looks like that's all the questions I have for now. So thank you all for joining us. We have enjoyed presenting to you and throughout the series this year. And we hope everyone has a great holiday and great new year.